Pensacola. Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. 64 degrees right now here at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park up in North Naples, Florida. As I walk south down the beach. Expecting today's high to get up around 71. Gonna be a little bit cooler tomorrow morning. Somewhere around between 48 and 52 tomorrow morning when we start. Still dealing with the effects of the red tide. I can smell it. Already gotten a couple whiffs of it walking down the beach here. Red tide is really bad to the south of us. Marco Island, lots of dead fish on the beach. So sad. The wind has shifted. It was coming out of the south. We had a little cool front. I'm going to call it a cool front, not a cold front, come through. Now the wind's shifted coming from the north. So we'll see what that does to the red tide. Well, there's our friend Elsie over here. Good morning, Elsie. Yeah, he's up there. He's under the tree. Yeah. Hiding from the little bit of wind we have. Yeah, he's up there. Boy, this beach is really unlevel here. Lots of little ridges. Let's see if I can get closer to the water, see if I can breathe here. It always seems the closer you get to the breaking waves, the more you smell that red tide. Low tide's around 11 o'clock this morning, so the tide is still heading out. Still on its way out here. Pretty cloudy. I think it's going to be a cloudy day today. We'll take a walk up to Wiggins Pass here in a little while. I'll turn around, start heading up the beach. I think it's a little rougher than it was yesterday morning. Not seeing any dead fish here. Not seeing any dead fish in the water or on the sandbar. That's a halfway decent good sign. The water is very, very murky, very cloudy. I don't think there's going to be much in the way of shelling up at the north end this morning. Got to wait for that tide to get out. Look at those clouds. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Interesting patterns in those clouds. That is neat. That is cool looking. Very cool looking. Just want to give a shout out to our friends up in Illinois, Pete and Nancy. Miss you guys. Miss you guys. I hope things are going well at the restaurant. Jackie, can't wait to see you. Can't wait to see you here. You guys are going to be seeing Jackie out here on the beach with me before you know it. Rose, good morning. When Jackie gets here, we will definitely plan on having a little get together. Oh, sorry. Woo! There's some bigger waves breaking here, and they're really agitating that red algae. Woo! You can really smell it out here. But when Jackie gets here, we'll definitely plan on a little brunch get together at the House of Omelets with her and some of our local friends. Ooh, God darn, does it stink out here. Ooh. Ugh. Man, it stinks. I think you definitely want to stay up on the beach today. Oh, yuck, yuck. Hideous. I'm right out in front of the skybox. I haven't really seen anything on the sandbars here as far as shells or sand dollars yet. Well, I sure wish more people would share that photo that I posted yesterday evening for the red tide. I'd like to see people I'd just like to see you spread awareness of it. Maybe get involved with the Captains for Clean Water if you care about our beaches here. I don't ever want to see it like I did in that picture. And I'm going to share some more images like that. And if it shocks you, I'm sorry. But you need to know just how bad the red tide can be and the problems we're having with that darn Lake Okeechobee. They got to figure something else out with that damn Lake Okeechobee, that's for sure. Because they're just ruining our waterways, killing our marine life. Screw the sugarcane fields. Get rid of them. Seeing dead dolphins on the beach and dead manatees floating in the rivers and dead sea turtles. That's not good. Even seeing these little dead bait fish. We don't want to see anything dead on our beaches. So wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. There's a little hole there, that like little blue hole, that patch of blue. It's kind of neat. There's one there and there's a little tiny one out there. So here comes Kevin. I think Kevin sleeps in a hammock back here in the woods. I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. So, what do you got, a hammock back here in the woods you sleep at night? I always see you here awful early. Oh, you're not going to tell it. Oh, man. Right in front of the skybox. I went out in the water. Oh, I almost threw up. Just the red tide was so bad. The smell. Right out in the waves. Right out in the waves. Just right down there. It was horrible. I get a couple blasts of it now and then. Yeah, it's sunny.
Yeah.
Sunny? Look at it. Look at it.
Watch an hour from now.
Okay.
1.5, 2 hours.
Kevin the weatherman says it's going to be clear blue skies. Oh, it's going to be sunny. The sun's going to be peeking out.
No, it's going to come out.
Okay. How about the red tide? Can you predict that? It's going away?
I figure a week we'll have anything left.
In a week, it's going to be gone. All right, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I hope you're right.
Have a fine morning.
I hope you're wrong. I hope it's less than a week.
Oh, okay.
What did it look like up at the north end? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to get up there then fast. All right, Kevin says a week, the red tide's going to be gone. The sun's going to come out today. says partly cloudy for our forecast. Be nice to see the sun peeking in and out. Tomorrow is supposed to be clear blue skies. Cooler, but clear blue skies. Looking forward to that. I like those. I like bright sunny days, so I can take bright sunny pictures. See here, don't smell the red tide. But back just a little ways behind me, could smell the red tide. I don't know if we're going to see any dolphins going by. Having a tough time walking out here. The ground is so uneven this morning. It's going to be interesting to see what the sandbars look like when the tide goes out all the way here. Hey, thank you, Peggy. Thank you for the stars, Peggy. Oh, Jackie. Yeah, the waves are definitely bigger today. Definitely bigger today than yesterday. You know, when I come out here up in area 4, I heard an osprey screeching away up in the pine trees there. I don't know if it was in the nest. A couple people said they've seen the ospreys in the nest, at least an osprey in the nest, I'm assuming. There's a pair of ospreys in the nest above where Roy sits. So that's kind of good news. See if we can spot them up there this morning. See if we can spot any activity up there. Up in these pine trees ahead of me here to the right. Area 4, the north end of Area 4, where Captain Roy sits. The captain. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Hit that share button. Invite your friends to join us here for our Monday morning beach walk. No sand dollars yet. Seen some broken sand dollars, but no, not any whole sand dollars yet. Good morning. Let's see, any heads peeking up in that nest up there in the pine tree? Any little heads popping up? I don't see them. Must be out looking for breakfast. Must be out on the hunt. Let me see here. Let me see. If I can zoom in from here. I don't see any heads popping up there in the nest. Can you see the nest? Can you make it out there? That big brown blob there in the center of the screen? I heard at least one osprey here this morning early. Man, clean beach this morning. Somebody swept the beach clean. Yeah. There's nothing out here. Nothing. I mean, this sandbar has just been swept clean. I'm looking for sand dollars. Looking for those sand dollars and nothing so far. Nothing other than some bits and pieces of them. standing in water that right now that's about, oh, I don't know, 12 inches deep, and I can barely see my feet in it. That's how cloudy it is. Now there's a sand dollar. First one I've seen. Well, first one I've noticed. An old one. An old retired sand dollar. But a sand dollar nonetheless. Leave it here for somebody else to discover. That'll actually turn white. Leave it sit out in the sun. These will turn white, even if they're this brown color. Some broken ones. There's a small one, little chip out of the corner. Well, what's waiting up here at Wiggins Pass for us this morning? Well, I never have big expectations of finding shells. I have hopes of finding shells out here. I find if I come out expecting to find something, it never happens. Wonder if our angel wing shell is still on the prayer tree up here. It seems whenever somebody hangs a really nice shell on that prayer tree, somebody takes it off. People don't understand why those shells are hung on the trees. It's not as a service. It's not to make your shelling easier. A little birdie told me that our friend Barbara Grove, the shell lady, is going to be down here this winter. So that's going to be fun to see Barbara out here on the beach with all her shells. Looking forward to that. Well, it's rough up here by the pass. An open cockle shell, it looks like over here. No. Nope. Something else. Well, not a very exciting morning so far, but we're still at the beach. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So our beach family is together. Supposed to be a little cooler tomorrow. See you later. Have a great day. Well, here we are once again, up by Wiggins Pass. Totally different look this morning. Totally different look than the past couple of days. See the flags blowing over there on the right. Ha! No shells. No shells out here whatsoever. See what it's like when we get around the corner. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Wow. Nothing out here. This is where I was having some really good luck yesterday. Take a look out here in the water. Tide is still high. There is a little ridge of shells right down here in the water. Something might be washing up on shore a little later. Look at that, a striped conch shell. Look at the stripes on that, the little Florida fighting conch. Interesting pattern. See if anything rolls up here. If there's anything this morning, it's going to be here in the water. looking. Just some little stuff now. Hard to see too with the waves coming in and out. Some worm shells and conch shells, slipper shells. Some old whelk shells rolling around, all broken. Just a little line of them, a little tiny line. The old moon shell down there. A few shells now up on the beach. Just not like it was in the past several days, though. You know, it can't be like that every morning. I guess some places it's like that every morning. I guess there are some beaches that are just covered in shells every morning, but not this one. Will I be going home with empty pockets today? Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. That's all right. With what I've found the past couple days, I'm very happy. Very happy. Especially with all the people that were up here. Man, I'm surprised I found anything. Surprised, not even a little baby moon shell here that somebody missed. What's going on? We gotta wait for the tide cycle. We gotta wait for that low tide cycle again. The low tide. Seeing lots of the little cockle shells though. They're pretty darn abundant. Pretty abundant, all these little cockle shells. Seeing a lot of them in the water. A lot of them. Nothing. Nothing, nothing. Fighting conchs. That was Elizabeth that found that yesterday. That was Elizabeth. Quiet out here now, really quiet. Just absolutely, I mean, there's something, there's shells out here, don't get me wrong, there's something out here for you to pick up, but there's lots of these little baby fighting conchs out here. Lots of these little guys. If you're into them, whelk shells, old whelks. Just amazing how many little worm shells there are. I don't know how big those worm shells actually get. I bet they get pretty darn big out in the water. Sometimes the little slipper shells look like moon shells when you see them laying there. They look like the back of a moon shell. They throw me off once in a while. I get excited. See, there's a little worm shell rolling around right there. There's tons of these. Tons of them down here. Not all like this. The worm shell. Little piece of a pen shell. Absolutely gorgeous. The bottom of a pen shell. Look at that. Look at the colors on that. Isn't that incredible? It almost looks like it's made out of metal. Look at that. Look at those colors. There's just a little bottom chip off of a pen shell. It looks like a piece of metal, doesn't it? That must have been a real beauty when it was alive. Hey, am I going to have something to take home with me? Yes! I'm not going home with empty pockets. Beautiful little olive shell. A beautiful little olive. Nice point on it. Nothing inside. Nice and shiny. Great little olive shell. I got something to prove I was at the beach today. That's about it. Nothing up here. Nothing calling my name up here. Some of these things look familiar from yesterday. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool how Mother Nature works. How things change from every day here, day to day. Who knows, later this morning? Who knows what's going to be out here? Go through a couple tide changes. Now it's when you look down in these little piles like this, little worm tip. You never know what you're gonna find in these little piles. I saw something cool. Where'd it go? Doesn't take much to push these little shells around. Darn it, disappeared. I don't know what these are. Is that a little turban shell? I don't know what these little shells are. Who knows what these are? These little shells here. So it's got a hole in it. You find them all over on the beach here. You can see all the little worm shells. Look at them all. Look at all the ends, these little wormy tips. There's piles of them. Piles and piles and piles and piles. Look at them all. Look at them all. That's just one little teeny tiny pile here on the beach. Look at them all. No shortage of these guys. That one moon shell. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of the broken shells I picked up yesterday, the broken tulip shells, and broken moon shells. Thought I heard a dolphin behind me. There's a bird splashing. A little bird. If I was into cockle shells, there'd be cockle shells and conch shells. I got so many of them. My pockets would be full out here this morning. Plenty of cockle shells still out here. Here's a nice little cockle. Plenty of fighting conchs. An old turkey wing shell. Lots and lots of slipper shells. This is definitely a good beach for slipper shells if you're into slipper shells. We do get our share of them. There's a bunch. Here's a couple here, but see how when you flip them over they look like a little slipper? There's a little line of these along the beach. There's a little tiny lightning whelk shell. Little tiny one. That's cute. A little baby lightning whelk. I see a shadow out here in the water. Disappeared on me. Something was swimming right around in here. Fish. Couple fish, big fish, I think. It wasn't a dolphin or a manatee. I really don't want to see the dolphins around here when we got this red tide. I hope they go somewhere else that's nice and clean. Go to cleaner water. Cleaner pasture. Any little goodies down here? This is when sometimes you get lucky and find something buried. You'll find just the tip of a really nice shell sticking out that people have missed. Whoa. That is one interesting looking mossy arc shell. Look at the pattern on that. I have never seen a mossy arc with stripes like that. I assume it's a mossy arc shell. Look at that. It's like trying to be a turkey wing. That's a keeper. That is very different. Wow. See, here's a mossy arc. Look at Kevin. Look at this mossy arc shell. Look at this. Kevin. Look at the, you see these all over, the mossy arc shells. Look at the pattern on this one.
Wow.
I have never seen one like that.
That's nice.
That is like...
It's like wave or something.
Yeah. It's like trying to be a turkey wing.
Ah.
It's trying to be an imposter.
It's nice. It's doing
Yeah.
a good job.
Yeah.
Not quite there, but it's doing a good job.
See, over on... There you go. Over on the left is a regular mossy arc. And on the right, I am assuming it's a mossy arc. It's got the shape, but not the pattern. That is cool. Very cool. Oh. Excuse me. Yeah, they just don't. See, that's what they normally look like. Interesting. These two worm shells were laying right next to, I thought it was a double-ended worm shell. They were they were laying together on the beach, and it looked like it was one worm shell. I thought it was a double-ended worm shell. I'm like, oh my Lord, there's a freak. Doesn't that look like a double-ended worm shell? Oh, I thought, maybe it's freaky shell morning out here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. A little moon shell. A little moon. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's better than no moon shell. Looks like a little Nautica over here. It's kind of faded out maybe. Well, nice little Nautica shell. I'll take that too. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. That's a nice little Nautica. Right now is one of those mornings where you really got to look close. You really got to keep staring at the ground. Another nice little olive shell. Nice and shiny. It's got a nice little point on it. Another nice little olive shell. Nothing living inside of it. Safe to take home. Got the green light to take it home. No cone shells. Well, I found like 4 cone shells in a row. Every morning I found a cone shell for 4 mornings in a row. I think it's a little too early for the cone heads. I think they're still sleeping. Well, there's something I want to check in the water here. Get in the water and look at this little ridge. Examine this little ridge of shells a little bit closer. Nice little scallop out here in the water. Tide's going out a little more, gone out a little more here. I can see them a little better as it pushes them up onto the beach and spreads them out. So many worm shells down here. I just can't get over it. That's a beauty, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. Looks like a little... I thought it was a Nautica shell down there, but nope. You see all those worm shells? They're everywhere. The sand's kind of doing this, the waves are doing the sifting for me. The little waves are doing the sifting. That's cool. Let Mother Nature do the work for me. That mossy arc. See, this is where you're going to see something different. Every time a wave rolls in, it's spreading them out up onto the beach. The tide's going out. It's pushing the shells up onto the beach. Spreading them out more and more here. Very cool. Now it's all stirred up. Can't see down here. Another little Nautica shell rolling around. I'm finding a lot of these lately. I don't know why. That moon's missing its tip there. Got a little hole in the end. Nice and shiny though. Nice little wave there. Nice little wave spreading things out. Come on, clear up here. Straighten my back out. Ugh. Old age stinks. Old age. Well, that's about it there, I think. Another little spot here. Loving these little fighting conchs out here, loving them. There's some real beauties if you want some little fighting conchs. Look at that. That is a sharp point too. That is a beautiful little fighting conch. Was that a moon? Oh, an old moon. An old moon. There's shells down there. Somewhere down there. Oh. This water is ugly. Ugly, ugly water here. Well, I'm not going home with empty pockets. I didn't get skunked today, fortunately. Oh, look down here. Here comes all that sunshine that Kevin was talking about earlier. Remember he said in about an hour the sun's going to be shining? There it is. Whoops, maybe he meant 2 hours. He was up here walking around the pass. I don't know where he went, Kevin. Our friend Kevin Nestor. Park Ranger Kevin. We are socked in here. Sounds like it's nice out there, Jackie, over there. Sounds like it's nice in Texas. It's going to be nice tomorrow here. It's supposed to be nice and sunny, according to the meteorologist this morning. It's going to be nice tomorrow morning. Clear skies. A little on the chilly side for us Floridians in the morning, somewhere between 48 and 52 in the morning. And it's going to warm up into the 70s. Looking forward to that. You just practicing today? Always practicing. You can see it's rough out here around the pass. That is surf fishing there, for sure. Standing in the surf. Right up here is where we usually see the most waves, and that is holding true this morning. Up in Area 5. Yeah, John, it is very dreary out today. Very dreary. I got some really good whiffs of the red tide. It's a bit rougher today, as you can see, especially up here at the north end of the park. Some pretty good little waves here. Of course, that just agitates that red algae bloom. Stirs it up, puts it in the air. The sun wants to come out, but it's not happening. It's trying up here. Trying to see it up there, right in the middle of the screen there. Right up there. But it can't break through. Those clouds are pretty heavy. Pretty thick. Haven't seen any jellyfish up here on the beach. That's a good thing. Have not seen any jellyfish. Haven't seen much of anything on these sandbars. Heard an osprey. I don't know where it was at. I heard an osprey. Here comes Nana. Here comes Nana. I was wondering where she was. Somehow I missed her. on her way up this morning. Good morning. Bigfoot lost one of his slippers. I hope it was a guy. I hope that's a man's flip-flop. Nice kids' toys. And
then down by the channel, there was this bag, and I emptied it out because it was heavy, and it was actually
shrimp.
No,
Oh,
it
oh,
was clams. So I left him on the beach.
Somebody had a clam bake.
Yeah,
Did-
I
Oh well,
don't know. This distracted me.
that is. Yep. I don't know how you lose one flip-flop though.
I don't
That's
know.
funny.
And it was a giant.
A giant.
That must be a football player.
Oh. Oh Lord. Did you want that newspaper back?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
Some of the pieces of coral today.
Coral, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm thinking something must have, like some kind of reef broke or something. I saw some that were like this big.
Holy cow.
They were really huge down there.
I've been getting the smell in the red tide. I mean, you got your mask on, but there's what's
Five dead fish.
you saw 5 dead fish?
Oh, more than that.
Oh yeah? I really didn't see.
Yeah. And then when you go down the channel, there's all the skeletons from
Oh yeah.
all the
Yeah.
fish are eaten.
Yeah, they wind up going in the pass.
Yeah.
But it's
But there were fish, dead fish that had gone down.
further down. Yeah, I didn't really see many up here.
And the interesting thing is, to me, there's a couple of deeper tide pools from the top, from along the edge. No little fish in them.
No,
but there
nothing.
Usually are.
I-
Usually they're full of
Yeah.
little fish. None.
Did you
None.
notice how uneven it is
Yeah.
today?
Yeah.
I mean, I almost fell a couple times
Yeah.
not paying attention.
And
Up to the north?
sand that went
Oh yeah.
under that dock.
Yep.
I mean,
Isn't that
there must be
amazing?
2 feet of sand,
Yeah,
at least.
I mean, you used to be able to go underneath it.
Yeah,
Now you
yeah.
can't go underneath the
Yeah,
old
I mean, it's
boardwalk.
like at least 2-3 feet of sand. That's what's there.
People don't realize, I mean, how much it changes. Oh, they only notice when the sand goes
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
You know, when we lose
Yeah.
the beach and everybody
No,
panics.
It came around and it was like, whoa.
Yeah, they panic when we lose the beach, but they don't realize how much sand washes back up.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right.
Well, enjoy the rest of your
I
Monday.
get vaccinated today.
Oh,
Woo!
where is that today?
At Collier's Park. We have a ticket.
Oh, they're still doing it at Collier, or oh, that's where they're doing it today. Yeah, it was down the south the other day.
Yeah, that's
All right. Well, enjoy your vaccination.
I will.
Number 1. Yep. So Cynthia, did they already schedule you for your second one?
No, we're supposed to find out about that today.
I hope they got that all figured out.
I'm with you.
I mean-
I'm hoping if they haven't enhanced our doctor
I mean, they claim they have it figured out. I mean,
it's so stressful that they can't get their act together on this.
yeah,
And they devoted so many resources
right.
to getting the vaccine out at truly light speed. But
You would think they would just make one set of standards and guidelines, and everybody follows them, and
and it's not rocket science.
it's not rocket science.
No, I mean, I guess our campuses, we register 10,000 students in 3 days. Okay, so what
Right.
you do is you say everybody who is a freshman, you come
Right.
to A to Z, A to F or something, you come here. And
But
they just can't.
but there's special people, that get ahead of the line. That's what's messing it up.
It's sad. And then the next petition, there was an op-ed in yesterday's paper from a gentleman, a husband, whose wife is on oxygen, and she's like 75
Yeah,
years old. And
she should be in the front of the line.
And he says, you can't stand on a line or sit outside on the lawn chair all day.
That's what I'm wondering about Roy. What's
Exactly.
what are we gonna do with Roy?
Roy is a perfect example.
Yeah.
He should be at the head of the
Yeah,
line.
exactly.
He should be at the head of the line.
I mean, he does have, a nurse that comes to the house. Maybe they will give it to him at the house.
I hope so.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, well, somebody would need to get in line and hold his place or something. I mean, they're allowing you to do that, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
I still remember going to the day old school and Josh sometimes came for my progress. I
Wow.
told my mother what day of the week. She you know, lined all 4 of us up, and we marched into that gym.
Polio shots.
And we got our shots at our grammar school.
A thing of the past.
On
Then that's like
Saturday.
something, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they had that figured out.
Yeah.
50 years ago.
Exactly.
No, actually, 60. Let's
Oh, no, you can say 50 years
No,
ago.
no.
Stick with 50.
Like 65 years
65
ago.
years ago. Oh my God. You're not that old.
They didn't have a computer, and they
Right. And they figured it all out. All right. Well, good luck today. Good luck today. Yep. She got her ticket for her vaccine today. Many people didn't. I mean, it's actually going pretty smoothly here in Collier County. It's a drive-through. You just drive up, boom, they give you your shot, and you're on your way. It's getting your reservation that's the hard part. You know, there's only X amount of vaccines to go around. But I do say Collier's doing a pretty darn good job of it as compared to some other places around the country. Well, the blue sky's getting a little closer. The patches of blue. Well, I think I'm going to call it a morning here. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be nice and clear. We'll see. Thanks for tagging along with me this morning. Thank you for sending the stars. Those of you that are monthly supporters, thank you. Those of you that use that PayPal link and send a little tip, a donation every once in a while, thank you for doing that. Every little bit helps. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you appreciating me. Well, I'll go find Roy, see how he's doing. He was sitting up under the trees this morning. Ooh. Still quite a few people out here enjoying the beach despite the red tide. All right, I'm going to call it a morning. Thanks for tagging along, everyone. Thanks for being a friend. See you tomorrow. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.